Phyllodoxy, alternate, opposite, and word. Alternate phyllodoxy type of phyllodoxy, a single leaf arises at each node in alternate manner, as in China rose, mustard, and sunflower plants. And opposite type, a pair of leaves arise at each node and lie opposite to each other, as in calotropis and guava plants. If more than two leaves arise at a node and form a whorl, it is called the whorl phyllodoxy, and it's seen in the Alstonia. So different types of phyllodoxy: alternate, opposite, and whorl. Now talking about the inflorescence, there is inflorescence, racemose and cymose. So inflorescence, the arrangement of flowers on the floral axis, is termed as inflorescence. So in racemose, so two major types of inflorescence are defined: racemose and cymose. In racemose type of inflorescence, the main axis continues to, depending on whether the apex gets converted into a flower or continues to grow. Two major types of inflorescence are defined: racemose and cymose. So in racemose type of inflorescence, the main axis continues to grow. The flowers are borne laterally in an acropetal succession. Now in cymose type of inflorescence, the main axis terminates in a flower. Here is limited in growth. The flowers are borne in a basipetal order. So racemose inflorescence, you see, it grows continuous, and in cymose inflorescence the growth stops. Now the flower. So there is thalamus or receptacle. Flowers can be bisexual or unisexual. So thalamus or receptacle. A typical flower has four different kinds of whorls arranged successively on the swollen end of the stalk or pedicel, called thalamus or receptacle. So the flower which has a stalk or pedicel, also known as thalamus or receptacle, which is a swollen end. The swollen end of the stalk or pedicel is called the thalamus or receptacle. The flower can be bisexual, unisexual. So when a flower has both androecium, male reproductive structure, and female reproductive structure, that is the gynoecium, it is called the bisexual. And flower having either only stamens or only carpels is unisexual flower. Now based on symmetry: actinomorphic, radial symmetry, zygomorphic, bilateral symmetry, and actinomorphic, that is asymmetry. So this is it. There is zygomorphic and asymmetric. So when a flower can be divided into two equal radial halves in any radial plane passing through the center, it is said to be actinomorphic, mustard, datura, chili. And when it can be divided into two similar halves only in one particular vertical plane, it is zygomorphic, that is bilateral symmetry. And then asymmetric, a flower, P. bean, cassia, gulmohar, in zygomorphic. Now a flower is asymmetric, irregular, if it cannot be divided into two similar halves by any vertical plane passing through the center, as in canna. So now trimerous, tetramerous, or pentamerous. So a flower may be trimerous, tetramerous, or pentamerous when the floral appendages are in multiple of 3, 4, or 5 respectively. Now flowers can be bracted, ebracted. So flowers with bracts, reduced leaf found at the base of the pedicel, are co-bracted. Without the bracts is ebracted. So see in the diagram. Now position of floral parts on thalamus. So hypogynous, first diagram, B and C, it is perigynous and epigynous. So hypogynous, ovary superior, mustard, China rose, and brinjal. In perigynous, so ovary half inferior, plum, rose, peach. And epigynous, ovary is inferior. Flowers of guava, cucumber, and ray flores of sunflower. So this is it. As you know, the parts of the flower. Now in the hypogynous flower, the gynoecium occupies the highest position, while the other parts are situated below it. The ovary are superior. Now if gynoecium is situated in the center and other parts of flora are located on the rim of the thalamus almost at the same level, it is called the perigynous. The ovary is half inferior. Now epigynous flower, the margin of thalamus grows upward, enclosing the ovary completely and getting fused with it. The other parts of the flower rise above the ovary, hence the ovary is said to be inferior. Okay, the parts of flower: callus, corolla. Then there is aestivation, which is a